Howdy AJP students. During this lesson, we'll be discussing mean, median, and mode. If you're not completely familiar with these measures of a number set, we'll briefly identify each concept and then work through a couple of examples. Mean is just another way to say average. For any set of numbers, the mean is calculated by adding all the individual members and then dividing by the number of members. The median, on the other hand, refers to the actual middle value when the numbers are arranged in numerical order. When finding the median on the SAT, you will always be given a set of numbers that have an odd number of members, so there's always a middle value. However, if the set of numbers has an even number of members, you simply take the mean, or the average, of the two middle numbers. The mode is simply the individual member that has the highest frequency or that appears the most. Sometimes it's possible to have more than one mode. Let's take a look at some examples. In example problem 1, we're given a two-column table which includes a column labeled number of children in the family and a column labeled frequency of children in family. Let's take a look at the question presented. Lauren takes a survey of the students in her class to see how many children are in each of their families. She puts the results of her survey in a chart. This is the chart presented to the left. Two of the students in Lauren's class come from families with 5 children. What is the median number of children in the families of these students? Now, if we look at the chart, we can see that on the left-hand column, the number of children in the family. So we have the option between 1 and 7. And in the right column, we have frequency of children in the family. And here, this is just how many students actually have that number of children in their families. So here they want to find what the actual median number of children in Lauren's surveyed students are. So to begin, we need to actually look at how many total students were surveyed. So we can add up all the frequencies to get the total number of students that were surveyed. So we'll go over to our calculator and we'll just add the frequency column. 7 plus 10 plus 9 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 and plus 1. And that gives us 33. So what that means is 33 students are in Laura's class that were surveyed. And so that gives us the total number of students. Next, we need to find what that middle value is. And so since we have 33 students, we can divide 33 and a half, and that gives us 16 and a half. So that means that the middle number is actually 17, because 16 and 16 is 32, so that extra person, that 17th person, is the middle person. And so we can look here, 33 divided by 2, and that's going to equal 16 and a half. So 16 on either side of that 17, and that'll give us 33. Now, if we look at the frequency chart, we can see that the top two columns, the top two rows, actually equals 17, because if you add 10 and 7, the first two rows, 10 plus 7, will get 17. So because this is a frequency chart, we can tell that the 17th student in a numerical arrangement would have 2 children in the family. And you can see that answer choice A is 2, and so the median number of children and families for these students is actually 2, because that 17th individual, when the number set is arranged numerically, is 2. Now let's take a look at the next problem. Example problem 2 reads, Dave took 5 history tests, steadily improving as he earned a 68, 70, 80, 82, and 85. Then his teacher rescored his last 2 tests to give him extra credit for a project, raising each grade by 10 points. How much did the median increase? This problem is looking for a change in the median value after some of Dave's test scores were adjusted. we first need to find the original median. So to do this, we arrange the test scores numerically and find that there are 5 test scores and the middle value is 80. So our original median value is 80. Given that the last 2 test scores increased by 10, we can now arrange the scores numerically with the new test scores. So we have 82 plus 10 because that's his 4th test score. So 82 plus 10, that's going to give us 92. And then his last test score was an 85. So let's add 10 to that. 85 plus 10, that's going to give us 95. So we have our 2 new test scores since he got 10 extra credit points on the last 2 tests that he took. Then we can write down our test scores numerically, and we can see that 80 is again the median. So in this case, just because he got 10 extra points on the last 2 tests, that didn't change his median score at all. In fact, it stayed the same. His average may have gone up because now he has 20 extra points overall, but his median actually stayed the same at 80. So we would choose answer choice A, which is 0. Now I encourage you to look at example problem 3 and take some time to work this out. We will cover this problem in class, but do take some time now and work it out.